Hi there, Dr. David Lim, board certified laser dermatologist. Hey, if you guys are into pimple popping, skip the next 1 minute. But if you want to hear an explanation of this really interesting case, bear with me for just 60 seconds. What we have today is basically extractions of blackheads from a comedomal naevus. This is a relatively rare condition, but I see about 1 or 2 of these conditions per week. And believe it or not, these blackheads form in utero, in other words, during pregnancy. So blackheads actually form in a Blackhead pattern, so patterns involving, let's say, the chest, the neck, the legs, or even extensive areas involving the trunk, whilst in pregnancy. So blackheads actually form in pregnancy, but develop in puberty. Now these blackheads are actually known as blackhead naevi, or in other words, blackhead moles. So they form a particular pattern, and unlike normal blackheads, even though they can be extracted, they are recurrent. So apart from treating blackheads, the other step is to actually help prevent blackheads from forming in the first place. Thanks for watching, and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so what we have here is a comedomal naevus or blackhead naevus. This is a relatively rare condition, but I see at least 1 to 2 cases per week. This is like a birthmark, but essentially this is a birthmark that contains blackheads. So if you can see right up close, it comes as a pattern called a Blackhead pattern, and it extends from his chest all the way up to his neck. So this is called a comedomal naevus, and slowly but surely we'll be extracting some blackheads. Brilliant, we've got those. So I'm just going to repeat myself. So once again, with this procedure, we have prepped the area. We've prepped it using a few mechanisms. First of all, we've used some AHA or alpha hydroxy acids, AHA 15 or AHA 10, and that loosens up the comedones or the blackheads ready for extractions. Secondly, we use some anesthetic to the area, 23/7, to make this relatively painless. Thirdly, we soak the area for half an hour using a hot towel, and that's to expand the follicle and make the extractions a lot easier. So prepping is everything for comedomal extractions, especially for this kind, which is a comedomal naevus, in a hard to remove location. So remember, we're not pushing against bone here, which is what we normally see on the forehead and nose, or even the cheek area. We're doing it on the pectoralis muscle, so you can see it's actually much harder. So we can use a bit of tension that way, and that way we can get into the area a lot better. Perfect technique over here. So what Katie's doing, you can see she's pushing firm pressure down, and then after that, once we get it up, we retract back. So we've got about halfway through, and they're all coming out okay. What's the pain out of 10 like, Matt? 1 out of 10. That's pretty good. So you can see how painless this is once you actually use the preparation of 23% lidocaine, 7% tetracaine. Otherwise, it'll be quite an uncomfortable procedure. So for all you viewers out there, I'm trying my best to give you a clear view, but this, like I said, because this area sinks in, it's very hard to actually focus at the same time. But this is a comedomal naevus. Happens around 1 in maybe 2,000 births. Some of them are small, some of them are large. In his case, it's medium sized. So it's relatively rare, but I do see at least one a week. So to me, it's quite common. In fact, I did one just the other day.
teenager?
That was actually someone who was in her 30s. She didn't know what it was. She had some scarring in that area, so I treated it because she had some keloid scarring secondary to the acne. It was a comedomal naevus that was causing the scarring. That's great. What about the neck area here? Is there much there at all to extract, or most of the blackhead's gone? Let's see, just put the probe in there and see what comes out. Oh yeah, we've got some stuff there, some keratin coming out there. Is that okay for you there, mate?
Yep.
Yep. So it's firm pressure down. See, we're still, you can see how much more stuff we're getting out with the extractor once you prep the area. Oh, that's great. There we go. It's much easier to actually extract on, as you can see, when we're moving towards the sternum or the clavicle area where there's bone, it is so much easier to extract. And the extractions are so much more dramatic because we've actually got pressure to go against compared to the pectoralis area. So that's a large one we can see. See when you loosen things up how easy it is? Yeah. When you prep the skin up, it's just so much easier. It's a rare treat we prep the skin like this. It's normally the girls usually put some anaesthetic and then off they go. But in this case, we've really given it a good 5-day lead time to prep things up. So maintenance-wise, I like to maintain the areas. Yes, I know blackhead extractions are fun, but the whole idea is not to get blackheads in the first place. So what I like to do with this is, once this heals up in another day or two, he starts in AHA, an alpha hydroxy acid cream, something like a glycolic acid 15. He may do that 2 to 3 times a week to open up the hair follicle, or open up the actual blackhead, I should say. And then afterwards use a vitamin A cream such as Zorac or Tazarotene, once to twice a week. And that hopefully will maintain himself blackhead free. Got a couple around there, that's great. Looks like we've just got one more around that area. Firm pressure down, and there we go. So let's do a quick scan of the area and see what's happening out here. I'll zoom out. Looks good there. Looks good there. Maybe there's a few areas within here that we can see. See what we can do there. If not, I'll use my special tool and extract. See those blackhead areas? Just see if you put some pressure on there, see what happens. Pain okay, mate?
Yep.
Yep. Are we getting anything there, Katie?
Yeah, a little bit.
We're getting a few things. Yeah, there's still a bit to go over there. Just tell me when you're stuck and I'll use my special instrument. I'm just providing counter traction that way, so it makes it easier. for Katie to extract. She's still going, so we've still got quite a fair few blackheads there to go. A couple more there, isn't there, Katie? Looks like we've got most of them. Agreed? What do you reckon, Kate?
Yeah.
Mum, what do you reckon? Got a few of them out. Don't worry about the redness, that will settle down. But
And so these were all those ones are done?
Yeah, they're all done.
they're all done. Let's focus right in and see whether I can focus right in. Looks like they're empty. Yeah. Looks like they're empty. Isn't this camera great? You can actually zoom right in to see that. And
Is that a 7?
yeah, it's a 7 times mag, so they're all done. They're all empty. No more. There's no more blackheads in there. And that side, look, I'm just going to use my glasses and I'll see what I can do with it. Thanks for watching that, guys. I hope that gives you another spin on actually blackheads and blackhead removal. Blackheads just don't occur with congested skin or with acne. As you can see, these actually occur in utero. In other words, during the development phase of the baby. Much like birthmarks or moles or port wine stains or cafe au lait macules, all these are birthmarks, and this forms what's known as a comedomal naevus or blackhead birthmark. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey guys, a big thank you for watching this video and all your support, especially over the last few months. I'm new to this channel, but your support and feedback has been positive, so thanks a lot for watching this video. Bye.